What's going on, guys? We're going to take a quick little look at Amazon. So a beat on revenue with Amazon. Currently, we closed at $122.28 and now currently trading at 138 in the after hour session and pushing higher. So what I'm going to do here, even though this is pushing a little bit higher, this is the 5-minute time frame. I'm just going to draw a trend line here because what I want to see is on the daily chart, where does that put us? If you can see the white trend line that I drew here, that is putting us right at this level of supply, which is the 150-day simple moving average. Now, I would be a little shocked. It's also the 200 EMA. They're kind of correlating in the same spot. So the 200 and the 150 are correlating right here at around that 138 price action. Now, if you can see the big downturn, we did fill this gap going all the way back from 426 into 429. That gap has now been filled in the after hour session off of earnings. You can see here for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 months, we've had a lot of down moves followed by big spikes that were rejected, down moves, spikes that were rejected, down moves, spikes that were rejected, and now we've gotten out of that zone here. So are we starting to see a floor? Are we starting to see a bottom? Lowest price to Amazon hit was $101.26, currently trading at 138. So a fantastic move. Anyone who was dollar cost averaging and buying shares down in here between 100 and around $110, that's a fantastic move. Make sure to take a little bit of profits, even though if this might be a long-term investment for you, it's okay to scale off a little bit of those profits. You deserved it, you earned it. But is the bottom in? It's still too early to tell. Amazon is over its 50-day moving average. We still need to get over this macro level of supply here, which is 146. This is the granddaddy of them all in the 200-day moving average. But depending on where Amazon finishes in the after hour session and into pre-market, I'm going to give two scenarios. If they pin us underneath 138, 139 and kind of hold us in this area and we kind of just go sideways into the pre-market, any confirmation over this price point here of 138, 139 is going to have room to stretch. Okay, I'm going to expect obviously the market, especially in tech mega cap stocks, to gap up tomorrow. So just be a little cautious of that as we do roll into these 0 days till expiration. Be a little bit cautious of how high we're gapping up and just kind of know where your next levels of supply are, so that way you're not buying right into a level of resistance. But if Amazon can get over this 138, 139 area, I think heading into next week, we might see a little bit of a back test, could come back down as low as 132. I'd like to see it hold in that area. But if we do get that back test and that choppiness action into next week and we hold without significantly losing any of these levels of demand, I think then we can make a push back towards 146. This is the ultimate price target here, where as a trader or a short-term swing trader, I'm going to be looking to take profits. So here's how I'm going to play Amazon tomorrow. I'm actually holding some call contracts just because of the daily chart, how we were closing. Even though playing earnings is always very, very risky, the way we closed on the chart and the price action showed that it looked like, based on technicals, we could be going higher. And we do have a lot of support below. This could obviously be 10, 12 points on the opposite end. Always make sure when you're playing earnings, treat it like such, right? I mean, nothing is guaranteed on earnings. So how I'm going to be playing my contracts that I did hold overnight is I'm going to scale half of my position on the gap up. Okay, on that first initial gap up, I'm going to take half of those contracts off the table, lock in those profits. I'm going to give the stock at least 2 to 3 hours of the market open to kind of figure itself out, as long as we don't start losing any levels of demand. And for me, that's going to be around 132. As long as we don't break below this channel level here, I will continue to hold my position and see if we can make that push higher. Trap some shorts off the morning and then kind of reverse this and go up through the highs. Now, if we do start to lose and crack below 132, then I'll definitely just take all of my profits off of the table and cut the trade as is. For anyone looking to play Amazon tomorrow, all you're looking to do is to play to the upside, is take the after hours and pre-markets highs. Any sort of dip, allow that dip to be bought up, and then when we pass through those highs again from the after hours and the pre-market, that's when you're going to want to get long. Just understand your maximum potential here is around 146. I'm not saying that it's going to push up another 8 points tomorrow, but this is the potential. This is the potential next landing zone. I could see it coming anywhere between 143 and around 146. Just make sure if you do get in over those highs, that you do take profits. Again, we're looking at the daily time frame here. That's why you're not going to see the candle. If we were to look at, like, let's say the hourly chart here, you can see where this is at. And I'll just keep adjusting my trend line for every new high that we put. So currently right now the high is 138.75. Go back over to my daily time frame, and now you can see we're starting to break above the 150-day simple moving average. So let's see where we close, right? Let's see where we close. Let's take it with, you know, some caution. If I just kind of rewind the tape a little bit here, going back all the way to January, February, and into March, you can see this area that we're currently at now was acting as a level of support. It acted as a very strong level of support here with a nice bounce. A very strong level of support here with a nice bounce. A very strong level of support here with a nice bounce before we were rejected. Now that we are up in this zone, this is going to act as a very strong level of resistance. I can see it breaking through, losing it, breaking through, losing it, breaking through, losing it, doing that kind of action while the price starts to figure itself out and the stock starts to figure itself out and the rest of the overall market figures itself out. Any close, just for the future reference, any close over 146.79 on Amazon is extremely bullish. And obviously anything below 113 is extremely bearish. Keep those levels in mind as well. I'll see you guys all in the next video. If you guys are interested in learning how to day trade options, join the Discord. That link is down in the description box below. I'll get you guys all set up and started. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow.